Vimto, there you are. I just said to Mark if he come in to let you up.
Right, okay.
Do you know how to get that message with the date on it?
Which one?
You know the one where he said he was phoning 999?
Yeah.
So when you go back to the screen where it says that, yeah? When you did the screenshot, you've got to move the screen slightly so the date comes up on the top.
Right, okay.
Can you do that for me?
Yeah.
Because that lying little bastard sitting there saying that you've been using a burner phone and doctored it. So we'll see. We'll do it online, yeah? So that I'll be proved right again. Oh no, Justice. I'm going to get her to show the date that was sent, and then let's see if that little bastard's got the same one. Actually, I know that is genuine because Durham slipped up today, and I asked Coffee Cup straight to his face, yeah, on the phone, did you call the cops? And he said no, and the messages say otherwise. You just two-faced me on that, Justice, right? If it's every man for themselves, then so be it. I told you to get him off that slimy rat. He's the one that's been stirring the shit the whole time. I've seen the messages. I've seen what he's been saying about me. And let's get a few facts straight here, yeah? Ange can't fucking stand him. Right? She used to beg me to stay on the phone because she didn't want to be alone with him because he was creepella around her. Right? When he kept pestering her to go on holiday. Vimto will back me up on this as it happens because she told her the same thing. Ange begged me to go on the holiday with her, yeah? So she wasn't alone with him. Because he keeps making innuendos and making comments and shit like that, and she don't want that. She don't like that from him. Mr. Creepella over there. So let's get it all out on the table and let me tell people what he did. Yeah, let's get it all out on the table. The only thing that was wrong was the 19 arrests, right? That bit was a bit wrong. However, he was arrested for a bunch of grapes. And not only any ordinary bunch of grapes. Let me tell you the story of what this man did. Let me call the cops then. So, his partner jumped off a bridge. I wonder why. I don't know the reasons why. I just know she was in a terrible state of, like mental consciousness or something, something going on in her head. But I'm pretty sure you can all guess what was going on, yeah? But she also just had a baby, so there might have been a bit of that in the mix. Anyway, she leaves the house and she goes and jumps off a bridge, yeah? She's in the hospital and she can't move, yeah? And she's wired up to machines and things like that. The hospital was like encouraging, your partner to give you a bed bath or something, care for you, and like they normally do in the hospitals, and show you how to do these things, how to turn your partner, and things like that, so they don't get bed sores. I know that nurses did, but sometimes they don't have the time. So if you offer to do it, they gladly take you up on it. So what his partner told me is, that while his daughter was in the hospital room playing with some toys in the corner, he was supposed to be cleaning her, cleaning her. But instead, he was fiddling her while she was lying in a hospital bed on machines and couldn't move. That's what the woman told me, right? And she said to him, because she could speak a little bit, and she said something like, are you having a good grope or a good feel or something like that? He threw the blankets over her face, grabbed his daughter and walked to the hospital. Yeah, he did that. That's what she told me. That's what Coffee Cup did. Yeah,
That's freaking disgusting.
that's what he actually. That's what he did.
Video releasing. I might have been wrong. He said he's had 19, been arrested 19 times. I might have got the number wrong, but I think he said it was something about he's been arrested 19 times in total. But at least four of them was for them grapes.
Yeah, he was arrested. Yeah, we're talking about Coffee Cup, Jess. 4 of them, yeah, was, I think she'd made some allegations against them, and one of them was them. And her older daughter, who is not his biological daughter, also made allegations against him, which he was arrested for. So there was 4 for S offences, none of which went to court, none of which he was charged for. I'm going to be honest about all this, Vimto, yeah? Right? I have to be fair, right?
Yeah.
But his partner on the phone to me told me that that's what he did to her. Well, she couldn't move. She couldn't push him off. She couldn't push him away. Yeah. All she could do was the voice and tell him to stop, you know. And like she said to him, yeah, oh, you're having a good grope in there, you know. And he threw the blanket over her face, where she couldn't even put the blanket down off of her face or anything, yeah. Right. She was all stookied up and all of that, you know, because she just jumped off a bridge, for God's sake. And then he says that she made up allegations about him, that he'd done something to her just to get him put in jail. And that's when she packed up her house and all her belongings and the kids and buggered off. Right? He says all of that was pre-planned. Yeah? It probably was. It probably was. Hey, John, what about these strange men you've got sitting outside Paul's house the other week? You remember all that? And then, what did you tell what did you tell Vimto? What did he tell you, Vimto?
He told me the exact same about you. He said, I've got people outside his house, I just need to give them the nod and they'll go in.
Yeah, really? How many secret dark night fucking security, whatever it's called, yeah? The man's a fantasist.
If that's the case, how did he get beat up and think, if he's such an odd man like he says, how's he got slapped about in front of his daughter? Strange, really.
Well, he's just told us that never happened. They confronted him and pushed him, and then he fell into his daughter, and his daughter fell to the ground.
Yeah, it's gone from that to a lesser thing, to the point where it'll come out that it's nothing happened to him. Because honestly, him and Durham are just full of shit.
Right. And the thing is, yeah, Justice won't trust me on this, yeah. I read the messages. I know how Coffee Cup speaks, yeah. I know his accent. I know how he speaks and how he writes his messages, yeah. And I am 100% sure that that's his message. So let's bring him up here. Did you manage to get the date on that, Vimto?
Yeah, I've sent it to you. It was the 28th of July.
Okay, let me have a look.
Kom spelen. Kom op, nu komen we weg.
Right, I'm back. So, let me see how I can do this. No, it's not that. I keep pressing the ring button all the time. Effects, and we're going to do green screen, right? And we're going to do this one, and then we're going to pull this up, right? There you go, everybody. How do I change the layout so I can get it all in?
I could drop down if you want me to.
No, it's all right. Stay there for now. There you go. All right. There you go. Right. This is, you don't mind me showing this, do you, Vimto?
No, I don't care.
So which one is which? Tell people which one's which.
Where it starts, I've tried, that's me. And then Coffee Cup's where it's for fuck's sake. If they were in Scotland, they'd be at his door by now. What's the number for his local cops? That's him. And then I called 101. He put, I'll try. And then he put, I dialed 999. And then he carried on from there.
Yeah. And, oh, do you know what? That's the one I was trying to look for, right? This one here, I think it is, right? Wait, where is it? Where's that one you put? Right, there you go. The date is up there, 28th of July. Now, Coffee Cup, I know you're watching. Bring up your messages from the 28th of July and show me that they're different from these. Go on.
You can't.
Because then we'll know who's lying. Because I've seen these messages in sequential order.
And something else as well, even if he goes on to change and delete it, not only have I screenshotted them all, but I've also got a video of them from start to finish. So he won't be able to change anything.
Yeah? Where's that justice? I just sent it to them too anyway and told them, there's the date. Because they're going, oh, the doctor, he's saying the doctor because there's no date on it. And I just sent Justice a message from my phone, yeah? Showing her that I can send a message with no date on it. Then I can send the same message with a date on it. And I don't know if Vimto was here at the time. I had to tell Vimto, if you touch the screen slightly when you're taking the screenshot, the date comes up. If you let go of the screen, right, it disappears. So he's a rat. That was supposed to be a mate. That was supposed to be a mate.
And that ain't all he said about you and done to you, is he?
No.
And look at Durham digging up on you and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? We was, yeah. Do you know what I mean? I've got no shame. I ain't doctored mine. I ain't deleted my messages when I've sent them you either because I don't care enough to do it. I don't give a shit. Do you know what I mean? But at least we fell out and that. Do you know what I mean? But I warned your friend doing it.
That's right, exactly.
And at least I'm honest. Not like them shitbags and cowards.
You know, I've seen the messages and I see all the same bad stuff that fucking Vimto said, as well as them. So if she was going to doctor them, she would have fucking doctored her own stuff out of it, wouldn't she? But like she said, she don't give a fuck to care about that.
I don't give a shit about any of it. Do you know what I mean? What's Coffee going to do? Is he going to send his fucking... What's in part of his...
Justice, do you want to see it? There you go, Justice. You want to see it? There you go. Oh, no, we don't want that one, do we? We want...
You want the one with the dice time?
Yeah, so... It was the one with the hand, wasn't it? Right. Oh, bugger. Right, there it is there, Justice. And there's the date, 28th of July. Ask Coffee Cup to show you his messages with Vimto on the 28th of July around 10 o'clock that night and see if it says the same thing. I bet you it does. I bet you it does. Right, that fucking rat lied to me this morning. And now he's trying to say... Right? Now he's trying to say that she doctored it. She's just admitted to what she fucking said and all the bad things that she said. And I know she did. There's no doubt about it, yeah? But look at that. I dialed 999. Yeah? For fuck's sake, if that was Scotland, they'd be at his door by now. What's the number for his local cops? I'll phone them. Yeah? I've got all the messages in sequential order, Justice. It proves that he sent that. And I asked him this morning, did you ever call the cops on me? And he said, no, she's lying.
Oh, you know me, even on it. Oh, do you know what, Jody? Go fuck off. I don't care what you think. Oh, no.
Justice, I know he called the cops. I had suspicions before, and fucking Ange talked me out of it. And Durham slipped up this morning when he was drunk.
Oh, and as well, let me just put this out for you. Durham, while you think Coffee's your friend, right? How do I know that you've been ringing up and borrowing money off him because he's sick of fucking lending it? Yeah, that's what he told me as well. His money's never his own because you're like a big old fucking scab, keep borrowing off him.
No, you don't listen, Justice. You've not been listening to me all day, right? You've not been listening to me all day. It's just about you and fucking Gemma today. Right? I asked you to get him off the phone while I speak, and you couldn't even do that for me. Instead, you cut me off and listened to his shit.
See, she just wants to push the narrative, and I don't. See, the thing is, she knows that I don't care enough. I've even put the stuff in where I've slagged you off, Jody, where I've slagged Jem off, and where I've slagged Stella off, because I don't fucking care. Do you know what I mean? I ain't doctored nothing.
And you, Justice, you'd do exactly the same, yeah? Right? Right? You wouldn't care either if you'd done something right, and you'd show it. Right, Vimto saying that is the evidence, that snivelling little bastard's lying to you. This is the second time I've had to pull him on this subject, and Vimto didn't know about the first time.
Well, what about, hey, I'll give another example. What about where Durham was on about you've doxed his address and where he lives and blah, blah, blah. And I said to him, well, do you not think he could have just fucking seen it on Facebook the same as me? Now he's doxed me, or now he has, and he's fucking threatening to get in his car and come to you. That ain't got your name on either, but you know who he's on about because you know the conversation you had.
Oh, is that the thing about Peter Lee?
Yeah, he said you doxed his address, the messages I sent you earlier.
Yeah,
and
I didn't even know he lived in Peterlee. He told me he lived in Seaham, right? Away up the coast, yeah. And then, in actual fact, I found it. It was actually fucking Ange that sent me it. It was Ange that sent me this article from Facebook. Yeah about 5 grand houses.
Because I sent it to Ange, because me and Ange, and I said to her, I said, listen, I don't like Stella, I hate him, he's a right fucking cunt, he really is, but if he ain't done it, he ain't done it, and I think that's where he's had this from, because it was on Facebook as soon as I opened it, and she was like, yeah, I think it's, and she asked me to send it to her, so I sent her the screenshot of the article that was on Facebook.
That's right, yeah. It came up in my newsfeed about these 5 grand houses in Peterlee. And I was like, oh, and I was talking, Justice, I think you were there at the time. And I was saying, oh, the cheap houses in Peterlee and blah, blah, blah. And I've got a friend that lives in Peterlee and he got all paranoid about it, yeah? Well, actually, I've got a friend that lives in Peterlee fucking prison. And that was what my joke was about. I had no idea that Durham had been lying to me for months, told me he lived in Seaham when he actually lived in fucking Peterlee.
And where he's on about Coffee Cup saying, oh, Coffee Cup's got my address, I've got to be careful, all that shit. You've got all of that.
Yeah.
And also, where I've slagged you off to Durham as well. Do you know what I mean? But that's because I don't care. Like, I don't care if you say it. It's nothing I wouldn't say to you. You know, so why hide it? Just, there's no point. If I start doctoring stuff, people will know and people will call me a lawyer when I'm not.
Do me a favour and do that movie thing that you said you had, yeah? And I'll put it up as a post.
What movie thing?
The text messages as movies.
Oh, right, yeah. I'll send them to you.
Now, this is where I've told you guys before. This is important on WhatsApp. And Vimto will back me up here because I taught them the same trick, yeah? Right? You ever suspect somebody is up to something, yeah? Lock the chat. So go up to the name, press the name, a load of options will come down, yeah? Lock it. And then it will put it into a locked file. It means if they ever send something, they can never take it back, right? They can delete it their end, but it will never delete on your end. So if they turn around and say, oh, I never said that, you can open up that chat and say, there you go, you liar. Liar! Right? And did I not teach you that one, Vimto?
Yep, you did. I don't use it because I can't be arsed. I'll just go back and screenshot what's there. But you did tell me that, yeah.
And I've told you a lot as well, yeah. Whenever send you in, anybody sends you anything,
Yeah.
and you feel it's a bit dodgy, or you're not sure, or you feel uncomfortable about it, lock the chat. Press their name at the top. A load of options will come down the screen. It works on Android and iPhone. Any WhatsApp it works on, right? Even the one on the new PC system you can do it on if you've got a PC. And you lock the chat. As soon as it's locked, it will go into a locked folder. So you have to pull the screen down at the top to see your locked folder. When you go into that, there's all the messages will be in there. Even new ones they send from that one will go into the locked file. Yeah, they'll always go update, and any messages you send will always update in that locked file. So they can never go back on it and say, I never said that, I never sent that. That's not true. And this is how I know that Vimto was telling me the truth today. Right, because I looked at the messages, I examined them, and you all know I've got a good eye for these type of things, yeah? And I looked at them and I said, so I understand Justice has been a bit sceptical about it. And so I said, Vimto, go and pull down the screen where it's got the date, because you know yourself, if you go into one of your friends' messages, right, just randomly, yeah, just pick anybody you like, yeah, screenshot it, yeah, every single phone does it, yeah, it will say the times, yeah. To get the date, you've got to pull down the screen slightly, yeah? Just ever so slightly, you've got to pull it down and then screenshot it quickly, right? That way you get the times and the date that it was sent. No, I know.
Still, check your other phone because you've got a message. I don't know what it says or anything. Just check your phones on your WhatsApp. Somebody's messaged you.
Oh, okay. Right. So let me tell you that for nothing, guys, yeah? Can they not send it to this phone while I'm on it? Right? So, and listen, I know fucking Vimto, right? I read her like a book, yeah? I know when she does the sneaky things and shit like that. But that coffee cup, he lied straight to my face. Right? He lied to my face today.
Del, can you unblock Paul off your WhatsApp? He wants to send you something. I think it might be more messages from Coffee Cup.
Oh, tell him to send it to the 345 then.
Right, I think he's watching. Hold on. Paul, send it to the number that ends in 345, please.
Oh, the silly. Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
The silly old fool wasn't even blocked on that. I'm sitting there looking through my block list and he wasn't even blocked.
It's okay. He's just put okay. He's whatever he's sending you, he's sending it to you now.
Do you believe that?
Now, he sat there and said to me, oh, Paul tricked me. And I've been sitting there saying for the last 3 weeks, yeah, how fucking stupid are you? You're a 60-year-old man, yeah, and you let that half-wit fucking trick you. You let him trick you into fucking saying what? That I had a recording. Yeah.
Go and read them messages again, Rose. You've got the message where it says, Vimto, can you do me a favour and send, put me on a call with Paul, please, because I'm not good with technology. And I put, okay, give me half an hour. I'm just having dinner. And then he messaged me. I messaged him back and I said, yeah, forget it, I'll do it now. I'll set him and Paul up on a call and I'll drop straight out of it.
Where's Gemma? So is that where Sloth came from then, Vimto?
Yeah, John give her the name.
Do you know what? There's not even any point in asking him, right, for his side of the messages, because he'll probably say, oh, I deleted them because he knows he's fucking guilty.
You've got all the messages. I mean, it ain't. I mean, the only thing you could possibly do to change it is delete some of his, or delete some of mine. I'm going to delete mine because he's going to want to get out. Look, she called you a fucking this and that and the other, and you'll have to turn around and say, well, I've seen it. Where's your messages gone? Do you know what I mean? Look.
Listen, I knew by the way he answered me today on the phone, I knew he was lying to me. Right? I fucking knew it.
Right, it's gone to your WhatsApp.
Yeah, he has spoke badly on Durham many times, right? He was, and I said earlier, no, actually, maybe because you weren't there, right? So everybody's in the room and Justice is here as well. I want you to tell, Vimto, I want you to tell everybody what Ange used to say about John.
She didn't like him because he was, look, he kept trying it on with everybody that they spoke to, basically. And then from that, he asked her to go on a holiday. And she was like, yeah, I'd love to go on a holiday, you know, as you do, messing about. I thought he was joking. And then after that, she said, like, as it got coming closer to the time, he was getting more and more pushy, and she was getting more and more weirded out by it because he was pushing her into thinking, like, being really nasty with her about, I've paid all this money for this caravan, and you ain't even going to come now, and blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, he was just, like, badgering her into things, like, and trying to get to talk to her on her own constantly. Things like that, just sly, devious stuff. He used to do it to me. He used to he messaged me the one night. We was all in a group call, and he messaged me saying, Vimtal, can I speak to you on your own away from the group? And I put, yeah, all right. And then I messaged Ange and Durham and told them what he'd said, sent the screenshot to him. And then Durham said to me, go and have the call with him, record it and send it to me. I want to know what he wants you for. So I did.
Oh, and by the way, as I said, I'm going to be fair on this, right? The Geraldine business, what I've told you about it is all true. She is the nutcase, right? Not anybody else, yeah? He did refute her. He pushed her away, right? That is true, right? But he got with her. He was on Angie's tails, yeah? Girls, you'll know what I'm talking about, right? He was on Angie's tails for weeks, yeah? Then he suddenly stopped and went on to the other person's, Geraldine's tails, right? And when that fizzled out and didn't happen, he then tried to come back to Ange, and Ange was like, I'm not having that. And Ange was saying to me, will you come on this holiday with me? Because I don't want to be alone with him. That's when I knew something was definitely wrong. The way she said that to me, I don't want to be alone with him. And I said to him, well, I'm going to come on this holiday. He goes, well, you can't, there's not enough beds. And I said, what do you mean there's not enough beds? It's a 3-bedroom caravan. He goes, yeah, well, the twins will have one room, Ange will have the other room, and me and my daughter will have the other room. I said, yeah, but what about the bed that comes out the couch? Oh, we don't have one of them. I said, every one of them caravans has got a couch that comes out into a bed. What are you talking about? And if it doesn't, I'll sleep on the floor. Or you can always ask the caravan partner to give you a mattress. Do you know what I mean?
No.
They always give you cots and things like that, right? So they must have a mattress. But I know for a fact, yeah, I've been on many caravan holidays, right? And there's a double bed that pulls out of the couch in the sitting room.
Yeah.
Anybody else has been on a caravan holiday? Am I telling lies?
No.
You'll either find it in the living room or at the dining table. You know that when you move the dining table at the way in, there's the little corner unit. You just pull that sofa bed. Yeah, that's it, Jess. Thanks. Sofa bed. That's it. That's what I was lost for once there. I don't know what they were called. Sofa beds, yeah. You normally get them in the dining room bit, or you get them in the living room bit. On the corner.
Yeah, it's like, I'll give another example. Do you remember that day where me and you were arguing and we were on that call and you said, I don't feel supported by any of them. And I said to you, and I went mad and I said to you, I was like, what do you mean you don't feel fucking supported?
I remember that.
And I was saying to him, go on, tell him what you say to me about him. About how many fucking hours a day and you've had to neglect your kids and your houses and your fucking whatever. Because they'd all been saying that to me. And none of them wanted to say it to you. But I said to him, no, tell him, go on. If he thinks you ain't supported him, tell him. Do you know what I mean? Like, and, but that proved both points. Like, they had been supported. Well, they had felt like they were supporting you, but also they've been coming to me talking about it. Because otherwise, how would I know? If they ain't told me, how the fuck do I know? How do I know Durham fucking painted his kitchen and his dining room and this, that, the other, because he said he spent all his time on the phone to you? How do I know that if he ain't told me?
Well, that bit's not true because he was always doing the fucking banging and hammering in that kitchen all the time. Sometimes we couldn't get to talk because he was banging and hammering all the time. But you're right about the coffee cup thing. The coffee cup has even said to me, oh, I'm sick and tired of him borrowing money off me and he never pays it back on time, or he says that he's going to give me double and all that and he only gives me half of it.
Yeah. He does. He's constantly slagging him off. So, I mean, well, let's put it like this. You thought they was your friend and they did this to you. And then they think that they're each other's friend and they'll find out soon enough that no, they ain't each other's friend. Do you know what I mean? That they do nothing but slag each other off behind each other's backs. That's what they're about to find out. And you, as you found out today, it's a very nice Pilters Waller, is he? When you think somebody's been your friend and they do that.
Oh, shit.
What? Have you checked your WhatsApp for Paul's message?
Yeah, I saw some of them, yeah.
I ain't comfortable talking to Kai's out there because I know Doris said she don't want her involved in anything.
Yeah, well, she's allowed to just sit here and talk, listen, whatever. But, and Di's done nothing wrong.
No, she's not done anything wrong. I'm saying the last time I spoke to Di, she said she didn't want Kado in the middle of this stuff.
Yeah.
In the live while we were talking.
Well, there you go, Mark. Come up then, Mark, and tell them what you heard.
No good sitting in the comments, fucking hiding it and pretending. Do you know what I mean?
No, Mark's all right. Mark's all right.
That ain't what. Well, I can tell Mark a few fucking little things, and that they've told me about him, and if they ain't said it, then how do I know it about him? Do you know what I mean? Because apparently, Mark shouldn't be your friend because he was in their friend group first. You met Mark through them.
Mark, did you hear Durham say that he was fed up, he was not happy with coffee last night? Did you hear that? If you heard that, you can come up and say it. But yeah, I know what they've said in the past, and they used to tell me to leave him out of the fucking, they didn't trust him, and I said, Mark's fine, Mark's all right, but they never trusted him. Never trusted him.
Just like Jem, when I said it, I weren't, you know full well when I've said it to Jem, and I was like, oh, you can fucking shut up as well, because they don't even want you in the group calls. You've never been part of anything, you know what I mean? Because they can't stand you. You know that's true. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You might not have wanted to say it because you might not have wanted to hurt her feelings, but you know it was the truth.
Listen, I like Jem. Jem's all right.
No, I'm not on about you. I'm on about them.
Yeah. And the same thing happened with Mark, and it was like, all of a sudden it was like, oh, we don't trust Mark. We think he's going back because he still talks to Claire and Geraldine and shit. And I said, Mark's fine. Don't worry about Mark. He's all right. He doesn't get involved in all this. He doesn't take sides.
Well, they said that Mark should be on their side. Mark should be on their side because he was in their group first, and then fucking hell, and then you come in the group, and that's how you two met. So realistically, Mark should be their friend, not yours.
See how fucking childish they are. See how childish they are. Oh, it's my friend. You shouldn't be talking to my friend.
Well, what did I say to you this morning? Snakes.
Exactly. No, Vimto's not my friend, and I'm not her friend. Right? But we're tolerating each other right now because we've both been fucking bitten by the same snake.
Yeah, I mean, like Jess said earlier, your story's changed. Listen, my story ain't changed because it can't, because it's the truth. The only thing that's happened is they're getting more detail about it now because you're asking me questions about it. That's the only thing that's changed is the amount of detail that they know about what Coffee and Durham have done. Do you know what I mean? Because up until this morning, you didn't know either.
I had suspicions about Coffee Cup a long time ago.
Oh, sorry, Jess.
Because the way he was talking about Durham all the time, I was not happy with that. Yeah. And I'm going to say it, right? Ange went on a date recently with somebody, right? A man. And she asked us not to tell Coffee Cup, right? Because she didn't want to hurt his feelings, right? And fucking, oh my God, Diane got drunk that night, yeah? And she came up and she started talking about, you know, that she'd been on a date, right? Watching the Owls. And all of a sudden, I had to change the conversation. I was like, shut up, Diane, you know? And we started talking about women's knickers and shopping and shit like that, right? And what girls do and things, right? Yeah, your mum, right? Your mum, Kado, she was really funny this night. She got drunk. And like Coffee Cup was sitting there and he goes, I don't like talking about women's things. I said, well, nobody asked you to stay. Well, I'm pretty sure she was that night because she was very giddy and like, you know, laughter and everything. But she needed it, Kado. Trust me. Well, you know what goes on, so I don't need to say publicly. and she was having a hard time. She's gone, oh, and I was like, and she's gone, oh, it wasn't just the owls you were watching. Woo, tweet, and all that shit we were doing. And he didn't have a fucking clue what we were talking about. And Angela just kept saying, shut up, you two. And we were going, toot, right? And, we were talking about knickers and tights and shit like that, and what women go for shopping. And he just sat there listening to us.
Sorry to change the subject. Well, I ain't sorry, but like, I need to tell you something. Does this not show you just how much of a fucking shitbag that fucking German that are, German Jardine that are? Why ain't any of them come in the box?
No, I'm not. They're my friends. I'm annoyed with them right now because they're not trusting me. Right? They're not listening to me. And friends can have that kind of relationship, Vimto. You can have an argument with your friend. It doesn't mean you can't be friends.
No, well, I'm saying, like, this is, I'm here now, right, telling the truth about like, coffee and Durham, and I'm putting it out, what's happened, right? But neither one of them have come and gone in the box to either support you or anything else. I don't need anybody to support me because I don't give a fuck. And I ain't saying you need them. I'm just saying that you've asked them to come and get in the box and they won't, and why? Just because I'm here.
Yeah, well, that may be why. They are texting me in the background, though.
Yeah.
So I will have to stick up for them there. And you can have arguments with your friends and disagreements and shit like that. So I'm not holding this against them because that slimy little bastard, even though I told him to get out the fucking phone call today, he sat there going, well, they want me in, so I'm just going to stay here. I'm going to have my say. You have no fucking say. You lied to my face, Coffee Cup. And I know you're sitting there on the outside watching and listening. Right? I know what you're doing. Yeah? When I asked you this morning, did you ever call the cops on me? Right? You said, no, who told you that? And even Durham, yeah? Right? The way he fucking scoffed. And I said, I texted him secretly and I said, do you know about this? And he went, I'm saying nothing.
Yeah, because he knows it's fucking truth, that's why.
And that's Pixie Dust Spirit. We're not interested in you. You're another idiot. Why does she always follow you in, Vimto?
I don't know. Well, it ain't because I'm fucking interesting, because that ain't fucking true.
She always follows you in, that Pixie Dust. I've noticed that.
But I don't care. Yeah, what?
Hello.
Kado, you're not to get involved, remember?
No, I'm only in the live because I always come to you guys whenever, my mental health's not the best. That's all.
Mark, get rid of that Pixie Dust for me. Block her.
Yeah, I'm only joining because obviously, I always come to you guys whenever I need a bit of, cheering up. So don't worry, I'm not trying to stir shit or anything. I'm just sitting here with my cat.
Well, that's all right, but I'm just worried that it's not.
Well, like I said, I don't.
She needs to be out the box. It ain't the place for her to be, man.
Yeah. As you can see, I'm very angry at the minute, Kado, and it might not be a good place for you.
Alright, I'll see you later then.
Actually, do you know what? Why don't you and Mark go live with each other? Talk to Mark.
Alright.
Is that all right, Mark? I can handle this.
Just because, it just ain't the place to be for it. If her mental health's already not right, and I know how pissed I was the last time she was in your life and this stuff was going on. So that's why I'm saying it. It's not,
Hi, Kelly. So no, there's no juicy gossip that me and Jodie have fallen out or anything like that, people. We've just had a minor disagreement over this fucking coffee cup business. I get Jodie's point, but Jodie, you need to trust me on this. I read their messages, and it's the way he talks as well, the way he writes, the way he spells, everything is perfect, pitch perfect. Nobody could make that up. And since I know what Coffee Cup that Durham was saying this morning, yeah, and scoffing and shit, yeah, I know something was going on. And I asked him directly, did you phone the cops on me? And people, this has come up before, right? Because he tried to tell me, right, that he phoned a policeman and spoke to a policeman about the situation, right? Because Vimto told him that I was going to show this this recording that I had from his wife. I didn't have the recording. I didn't. And that was true, right? But he believed I did, because old fucking Haggis over here, old Black Country here, yeah, fucking convinced him of it. Didn't you, Vimto?
Probably, yeah.
Right? And he shit himself. And then the cops turned around and said to him, well, nobody can play that recording except for the two people that recorded it. Your other half and your friend. So if they decide to let it out, that's up to them. But nobody else should be doing it. It'll be against the law in Scotland. But we're not in Scotland, are we? But never mind. But I will tell you what the frickin' recording said. I will tell you. I might not have it anymore, but I can tell you. And I reckon I've got a number still. Do you know that? I think I've still got a number. If I needed to, I would phone her up and tell her to come in here. And she can tell you herself what Coffee Cup did. There's a lot of things that she said, didn't say, I should say, right? Things that she didn't say. Maybe she was too embarrassed to say, I don't know. But I'm starting to wonder if there was a lot of bullying, coercion, controlling, you know? And I did say that to Ange, by the way. And Ange, believe it or not, turned around and said, when I gave her the recording at the very start, right? And I told her about it, yeah? I said, I'm a bit shocked about what this woman's saying. Now, Coffee Cup had me convinced that she was a bit gaga, right? And that I shouldn't listen to anything she said. But she seemed to be fucking well and truly on the ball, yeah? And she told me quite happily, I'm recording this call, I think you should as well, which I did, right? And she told me the whole story. And she was quite candid about it. And her boyfriend was there, by the way, to support her. Her new boyfriend was there. And he was there to support her, yeah. And I asked her several times, are you comfortable talking about this? And she said, yeah, I've got support here. You know, my man's here with me, blah, blah, blah. And I don't mind telling you what he did to me. And I was very, very quiet, and I didn't want to say anything else about it or let the cat out of the bag, because it was her private business as well. You got to remember that, right? It's her private business as well, not just Coffee Cup's story. This is her story as well. Hi, Mum. So, yeah, that's the truth of the matter. And I won't dress it up. I won't fucking make it look stupid or whatever, right? I'm telling you the truth, and I've said it in front of Vimto, right? 19 times he's been arrested, but only 4 times for S offences, and that bit is true. Hi, Mum. Right? Absolutely, and that will never change, because I know that's the truth. I tell the truth, right? But Coffee Cup, no. Not after this morning. I've been sitting seething all fucking day about this. I've been sitting very quiet and thinking about it, yeah? And did he really do that? Am I picking this up wrong? No. And then he's writing to Gemma tonight and like, oh, they've been doctoring my... This is what he said. They've been doctoring my messages or using a burner phone. This is Coffee Cup who tells us all, right, that he doesn't know anything about technology. He can't even, like, pick up his own phone, like, oh, I didn't know it was ringing and shit like that, yeah? Well, you know what I'm like, I can't do screenshots or videos or shit like that, you know, you got to walk me through it. And I have had to do that a few times with him, right? But he's talking about burner phones and AI generating the text messages? No. Because if you're going to do that, yeah, you're going to block out your own messages, or you're going to like sweeten up your own messages. But by fucking God, Vimto didn't do that, did she? No, she left them exactly how they were, because that's exactly what happened. He's a lying little scumbag.
Oh, do you know what? Have you, and Vicky, is Vicky's partner or ex-partner called Lars, by the way?
Oh yeah, Vicky. Actually, Vicky, do you want to come up here? Because I did want to phone you today about something I found out. But yeah, I was dealing with it in my own head, and I have to tell you something.
And is Dowdy going to say that I've doctored these messages as well? Because that was Durham telling me all about partner.
I saw it. I saw it. So you can tell her what happened.
Hiya, what's up?
Durham, I know a lot about you that I probably shouldn't. More than I should know about you. You got an ex-partner or a partner called Loz?
I did have, yeah.
Right, okay. So, Durham was messaging me, telling me to manipulate a situation with Stell to get you into trouble with maybe, I think it's some kind of services, something or other. Because using your ex-partner because he ain't allowed to be with kids or around kids, whatever. I don't know the details. You know what I mean? But I'm just telling you that you ain't safe from Durham either. And if Estelle has got the messages, he can send them to you.
Yeah, I have. And Durham was saying to Vimto, right? They were talking on the text message. Should we tell Vicky to get away from Stell, or we will tell everybody about Loz?
Why, what about Loz?
Oh, I don't know. He never said any more than that, but that was what the message said. And that was to Vimto. And Vimto said, do you want me to tell her? And he said, no, I'll tell her.
Well, I don't know. Like I say, it's my ex now. He's back in Birmingham with his family.
Well, I don't know. Look, I'm just saying what's on the messages. So when you don't think I've been going hard on the way I think I could have said a hell of a lot more.
Right. Well, I'm going to clear it up because Loz has been very honest on his lives. Yeah, he's never ever touched a kid inappropriately. That is not what this is about. It's because he's a bad boy and he's used a poo-poo, right? Pew pew.
No, he's never ever touched any kids.
No.
At all. And I can vouch for that. I've got kids with him. I've not got kids with him, but I've got kids.
Stepkids, yeah. He's looked after you.
And he's been absolutely amazing to them. He's never gone anywhere near any of my kids.
Yeah.
And the only reason he can't see his son is because he was in prison for something that he did, but he never ever lied to anybody.
The point is that, Vicky, the point is, right, he was trying to use that against you, and he wanted me to use it against you, and I just ain't. So when you're not sitting there and saying, oh, they're saying this, they're saying that, well, we've had all the information from your friends about you, and I've sent Stell the proof of that.
Yeah, seems that Coffee Cup and Durham have been two-faced little rats between us, Vicky.
I think it were, I don't know if it were Coffee Cup or Durham who once rung Loz about Karen, L. James and...
yeah, that was Durham. Yeah, that was Durham had done that.
That was Durham who rung Loz over that.
Yeah, and Loz asked me and I backed it up and said, yeah, well, that was true about Karen L. James. Yeah, that was true. And what's his name? Greensick or whatever his name is.
Green Dick.
Green Dick. What did we used to call him, Vicky?
Who?
Pizza Face, remember?
No.
The boy who got in trouble for touching his kids.
Oh, what's his name?
Raindry.
Tommy,
that's it, yeah.
Tommy lad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They call him Green something.
Oh, right. I call him Pizza Face.
Yeah, we call him Pizza Face.
But this is what I'm saying. You guys, like, You don't realise we've kept an awful lot away from the app as well. Do you know what I mean? If we'd have wanted it, we could have been a whole lot frigging worse. Do you know what I mean?
But Laws has been very honest about what he did. Yeah, he committed a.
Yeah, but I know that, but like, it don't matter, does it? Because Durham were trying to cause the trouble by using him. Whether he's done it or not, it don't really make a difference. The point is that he told me Vicky's business without Vicky knowing. That's the point.
And that's probably why they went for you, Vicky, over the C word.
Yeah. Yeah, because, but like I said, me and Loz are still being together now if it hadn't been for Callie.
Yeah.
Which was, what were her name? Magic? What were the Magic one? Mister, as she were called.
Mr. Magic.
Yeah, she still shits there in the middle.
I don't know. I'm just telling you, because
So basically, Durham got Vimto.
Yeah.
Durham conspired with Vimto, right? He started it though, right? To get you to go away from me, right? So that I was isolated.
Why would he bother doing that?
Because he was trying to get in with Michelle and Vimto.
Right.
you don't realise how hard Coffee and Durham have worked to get in our friend circle. We just don't want them.
Gee.
And Vicky, I asked him this morning, right?
Yeah.
I asked him outright this morning, did you ever phone the cops on me over that recording? And he said, no, I didn't. That's not true. She's lying. How do you know it was Vimto? Huh? How do you know it was fucking Vimto for a start? So I secretly text Durham, and because he had scoffed when they said it, right? And I asked him, and he went, I'm saying nothing, I'm keeping out of it still. Oh, really? Now, the thing is, what Justice and Gemma don't know is that I've already had the discussion with Coffee Cup about 4 weeks ago, where he said that and I have to repeat it in case people didn't hear it, right? Where he said to me that he went to the cops and said, my ex and my friend have got a recording about me being a grape, right, offender, and I'm scared they might put it out online. And the cop said, well, they can do what they want since they both took the recording, but if they give it to somebody else under Scottish law, right, and they play it, then it becomes an issue. And I said to Coffee Cup several times, I don't have it anymore. But Paul and fucking Vimto convinced them that I probably did have it and I was keeping it in my back pocket.
I genuinely thought you had got it.
No, I didn't.
Because
I got rid of it.
You said you locked the chats, and that's how I genuinely thought that you got it. And he was already paranoid. You've seen the messages. He was the one who come to me and said it to start with, and I was like, well, yeah, he does lock the chat, so why would he get rid of it? You know what I mean? Because if you fall out, then he's always got some metal. Yeah, that's what I said to him.
Yeah, but it was a recording. You can't, the recording was on another device. You can't lock that. But as soon as I gave it to Angie...
But we
right.
didn't know that. What I'm saying is, we didn't know that. We thought that you got it on a WhatsApp thing, and that you know, like you said, you always lock the chat, so that's what I said to Coffee. Be careful.
No, as soon as I gave it to Angie and we had discussed it, I said, well, you do what you want with Angie, right? Everything you said you felt about it, right, about him, she's saying is what's happened to her, you know? And she said, oh, I don't see him like that. And I actually believed her, and I said, I don't really think he's like that either. Maybe she's making some of it up, you know, or exaggerating it or something. I mean, she did try and jump off a bridge, for fuck's sake, you know? But now I'm starting to wonder, yeah, now I'm wondering what made her jump, what made her so desperate that she jumped off a bridge?
Do you
know what I
mean? On any walks with him anywhere.
Oh, he had nothing to do with he had nothing directly to do with it, if you know what I mean. But
he's probably waffled and bored to the point where she's just like, I can't stand no more of this. It's probably what happened.
And this is a woman who's got a couple of kids, you know. You know, it must take a hell of a lot for a woman with a couple of kids to leave them behind and jump over a bridge.
It depends who you got to live with.
But that's what I'm saying. It must have taken a hell of a lot for a woman to do that.
Well,
Because what I'm sure people in the chat, the girls in the chat will back me up on this. The one thing that keeps you going is your kids.
yeah. I mean, I wouldn't know, would I, with my blocked up tubes? I can't have any.
Yeah, well, I wasn't going to mention that, but
See, like I said, I just find it absolutely hilarious. Oh, I have got kids. I'll tell you about them.
I know of one.
grown up, but like you know,
Yeah.
nevertheless. But yeah,
I know.
my
I
disease,
know
my disease, blocked up tubes. Probably caught it from a fungal nail infection. Probably,
Don't start that again.
probably just went from there. You know what I mean?
No, don't start that shit again.
Well, I just find it fucking hilarious, all of it.
Yeah, I know there was one on the scene, a grown-up one, and then the chips happened and that. But I didn't mention it because it wasn't appropriate. So there you go.
Like I said, I don't mention anything about stuff like that. I will only put out what I'm prepared to let people see.
Well,
Which anyway.
I will call you a SLUT and a SLAG and all the rest of it and all the other names under the sun.
I'll admit it.
But there's some places you don't go.
No, I'll go all the places. I don't care.
And no, you don't go to the womb.
Oh, I would.
You fucking probably would, yeah.
Yeah, I really would, because I really just don't care. I'll just sit and laugh. I'll turn my phone off like nothing's even happened and just sit laughing about it.
Stuck to your bed with your dogs.
Yep, in my diseased bed. My dirty bed with my dirty dogs. And who did that AI image of my dog? He ain't even brown. He was like sandy colour. I don't know which one of you did that, but that was a horrible thing to do.
Good. You tried to sell my dogs.
I gave them away. I didn't even ask any money for them.
I don't think we AI'd it. I think we got it from somewhere.
It's not even. When I looked at it, I was like, that ain't even. It looked like you coloured him in or something.
No, I think we tried to get it out of a picture. It was in a picture and we tried to get it. You know when you did cut it?
Yeah.
You know? And it came out all fucking. Yeah, deformed them.
So yeah, I mean, coffee, Durham, you're coming in, you pair of fucking bitches. You know what? It takes a lot like, to say when even don't take this the wrong way because I know you like her, but I'm going to tell you, it takes a lot to say when even Jem has got more balls than them. Even she comes on here and says stuff.
You leave my Jem and Jodie alone.
Oh, I'm just saying. I ain't slagging Jem off. I'm just saying she's braver than they are. I'll slag Jem off on my own time. I ain't going to do it on here because that ain't what I'm here for. I'm here to just out what Durham and Coffee have done. To all of them. Do you know?
But you are right, yeah. Where are they two? Where are they two? Right,
The
we know,
bags.
I know at least Coffee's around. Show me your messages, Coffee, with the date and time. Was it the 28th of July?
Yes,
10
it
o'clock?
was.
10, get your messages up. Give them to Jodie and to send to me.
Yeah, come on, Coffee. Let's see yours.
Oh,
Bear in mind,
when I fell out with when I fell out with him too, I deleted all the chat. Yeah, likely story.
Look, that's all right, Coffee. I didn't delete mine. I've screenshotted it all.
My little bump with Jodie was that she said there's no date on it, and I said when you date screenshots of WhatsApp, yeah, it doesn't normally come up with the date on it. You've got to touch the screen slightly, right, and then screenshot it quickly. right? And I was trying to tell, and we ended up fucking arguing about it, right? And then I sent her 2 text messages that between us two, me and her. I said, there, look at the difference. One, I touched the screen, one I didn't. One's got the date, one doesn't. You know? Because it doesn't always come up.
Come on, Coffee, in you come. You couldn't come in Queen's Life either. Do you know what I mean? Because he's just a big cowardly shitbag. The man who's got all the fucking private secret handshake society can't even come on a fucking live and defend himself because he knows he's such a fucking liar. Come on, you big disgusting guest. Get in here.
So I've just sent him a message. Who's recording me? I just sent him a message and I said, yeah, get in my live and bring that screenshot. I want it 28th of July, 10 o'clock. I want to see if your message is different from hers. I'm putting money on that it won't be. Are you all right, Mum?
Have you seen your WhatsApp message from Paul?
Yeah, I'll look at it in a minute.
Because I ain't sure if it's screenshots where Coffee's messaged him. I just wondered if you could tell me.
And he said to me, oh, Paul conned me. It was Paul. He kept telling me, and him and Vimto were telling me that you're gonna dox that recording and blah blah. And I said, I fucking told you I don't have it anymore. I didn't have it for a long time.
Yeah, but you can understand why I would think that you've got it. Do you know what I mean?
It don't matter what anybody thought. I didn't have it, and I told them I didn't have it until this Until this day, I've never mentioned the contents of that fucking phone call. But now, since you lied to me, I tell everybody. Who wants to know what Coffee Cup did to his partner? A female.
Come on, Coffee, get in here. Stop being a shitbag hiding. Sitting listening. Come on, come and tell us all about how you got attacked because of what I'd said, you big liar. Come on, in you come. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, won't come in, will he?
Yeah, come on, bring your messages in.
I'm getting bored now because, like, he won't come in. He just wants to send sneaky messages in the background. Not having it. Get in this live and tell this woman to her face that she's a liar. Show me a different screen for the 28th of July. Go on. I know you can't because me and you have had this discussion before. We've talked about this before and you stood there and lied to me then and you lied to me this fucking morning.
Come on, Coffee, come and tell me what a liar I am. Show us tell your messages to show him what a big old liar I am.
Oh, that Vimto, you know, she's got a burner phone. What do you know about burner phones? You don't even know how to answer your own phone according to you, but you know what a big man knows about burner phones.
The Secret Handshake Society. Honestly, what is it? Look at him. It fucking what does think is that? Yeah, he's like a tamer version of Action Man, the fucking idiot.
And Durham's the Sheen version.
Honestly, they're like dumb and fucking dumb. Get yourselves in here, you pair of fucking big babbies.
Now, we all know what Durham done, and we all believe what Durham done, and Durham will always come clean about these things when he's caught out. That's true. But that fucking coffee cup lied to me straight to my face twice. And Angie.
Yeah, well, let's see if Durham,
Andy lied to Angie.
Let's see if Durham does tell the truth or not, because you've got all them messages about what he was saying about you. So yeah, let's see if he's going to tell the truth. Come on, Durham. Come and show us your messages. Where you're going to get in your car and go and sort Stella out. Come on, in you come.
That's if you can afford the petrol.
He can't. He'll have to borrow it off Coffee.
And they talk about this big old woolly woofter here. You know, the big slate after roof. The old bottle of beer, you know? That's the kind of things they say about me behind my back. They think I don't know about it, yeah? Well, this big woolly woofter, yeah, has been broken down at the side of roads, yeah, with buses and coaches, and had to use stockings, yeah, as fan belts. Oh, yeah, we got Coffee Cup can't even afford a fucking a fan belt for a Mini. They cost £13. He had to wait nearly a week to afford the actual part, and then this guy was charging him like 30 quid or something like that to fit it, and I was like, you can do it yourself with your eyes fucking shut. It takes 15 minutes to do it. 15 minutes.
I bet the idiot bought an overbelt.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, actually. It's a simple job. Even this big bottle of beer sitting here could have done it. Yeah, listen, I'll tell you lot, yeah? I've been stuck outside. Does anybody know the Maudsley Hospital in London? It's for the old crackpots, you know? Right? Famous London hospital. I was stuck outside it once with an old bloody Routemaster bus that lost its gearing. Yes, lost its gearing, it did. Right outside that hospital. And there was me, cravat, miniskirt, legs dangling out the bonnet, yeah? Because you know in them buses you have to go inside the bonnet, head first. There was me, high heels, stockings the lot, dangling legs outside a bus, trying to fix it. That's the kind of things I've done. Yeah, ain't gonna get me stuck in the middle of the street. I'm telling you that for nothing. I ain't sitting there waiting. You know what I mean?
Have you ever text Coffee and asked him to lend you the money for some bread and milk?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
No, say exactly. That'd just be them then.
Why did he say that?
No, I'm just saying, like, that's the kind of thing that fucking Durham does, ain't it, with him?
Oh, yeah,
Durham
Durham
fucking
does, yeah.
off him, and then, like Coffee said, his money's never his own because he needs to keep that money back to be able to lend it to him again the next week.
Well, he said a lot more to me about Durham, to be honest with you, that I won't repeat because it involves another person who's not involved in all this. Yeah, he's always slagging off Durham for it.
I know. But them two will go away and they'll be like texting each other saying, I wouldn't do that, mate. You know me better than that. Blah, de, blah. Big old fucking bullshit. And then must be holding hands and fucking kissing and being like, you're my bestest friend. I don't know what to do without you. While they're fucking on the text to somebody else slagging them off. Idiots.
And John's sitting there today going, oh, I only come on here for predators and, social services. You want to know how I met Coffee Cup? He came into my friend's live. My friend was doing up his kitchen. And Coffee Cup apparently knows how to put kitchens together. And he told him he's doing it wrong, which he was, to be fair, right? And I didn't know anything about kitchens. And me and my friend, his wife and me, we were picking the colour that we wanted the kitchen painted, right? Yeah, we wanted it painted. And he's a Brummie, by the way. And John came in and gave him tips on what to do. And then for the next few days, he kept coming in, John today. Oh, well, you know, get these screws, go to home base and get these type of things. I don't know all the manly names for these things, so please bear with me, right? But get this and you get that and this bracket and this bracket and do that, put that there. And my friend went and got all this stuff, you know, and John was very helpful on this, by the way. I will say that, I have to be fair on that. He did know his stuff. And my friend done up the whole kitchen. It took him about 2 weeks. And yes, then, you're damn right. I said, now get in the shop. We are picking the colour, right? We are picking the actual colour. And yeah, I picked the colour. And at first he was like, no, don't like that. It's too dark. But actually, when you painted it on the walls and the whatever, and that paint was for the cupboard doors, sorry. So that was for the cupboard doors, that colour. I was redoing all his, sanding them all down and repainting them. And he went, oh, it's too dark. But actually, when it was dried in, it was really light. And it was absolutely perfect, beautiful. And he put all them LED lights and all that in the kitchen and things like that. So it went from an old 70s kitchen to it looked very modern. Yet nothing was like new, you know, except for the new handles and new bits and pieces and new screws on it, and a paint job, and a couple of LED lights. But that's how we met Paul, John. That's how we met him. He used to sit on that live all the time. Oh, and I'm a carpenter. Fucking Jesus Christ, sitting there, you know, in his sandals. You all right, Mum? I keep seeing you coming in and out.
So, can you have a look at Paul's WhatsApp? I just want to know if he's sent you the screenshots.
I don't want this to, like, hold on a second, right, I'm coming back.
Wait.
What was that date again? Oh yeah, 28th of July. So, he's managed to convince them, right?
Who's managed to convince her?
John has managed to convince them that because you've got the wrong spelling of his name at the top of the screen, yeah, it's a fake account. Right?
So whose fucking face is this on the picture then?
So
Is it mine?
So what I done is, yeah, right, I screenshotted the 28th of July where he's saying something similar to me. He's really angry and he said something to me, yeah? And I screenshotted it, right, where I call him a different name, right? So, as you guys know, right, all you avid fans of WhatsApp, you can change people's names, you know? My best friend is called Dimwit in my phone. My real-time, like, real friend, yeah? My second real friend, right, on my phone is called Flip Flop. Because he can never make up his fucking mind. So, when I call him, it calls Flip Flop. It calls Dimwit. I've got other names for other people. It doesn't say their names like John, Paul, Mark, Luke, whatever, right? Matthew, John, whatever, right? It doesn't go like that. You know, when I've got their number and they've put their name dates down as say Matthew, and I'd say, no, I don't like that name. I'm calling you Dimwit. So I go in and change it on my phone to Dimwit. You know, when I meet real people in real time, or I've got somebody's number, I always say to him, send me a nice picture of you, so that I can upload it to the contact. So when people call me, I can look over and I can say, oh, it's Julie Babe, or it's or Mum of Alfie, say for instance, right? I would call you Mum of Alfie. So, yeah.
No, can I stop you a sec? Listen, I've just debunked what Coffee said. What I've done is I've gone onto WhatsApp and I've took a picture of the spelling of his name along with his phone number, so you know his bio, so that you can see that the phone number is Coffee's number with the wrong spelling of the name. So that how they're gonna say that now.
And you can't.
So
and you
if
can't
you go and
call
look at
that.
them, what you'll see is that I've got Coffee's number Coffee's trying to say that ain't his because the spelling of the name's wrong. Because it is. I just got one asked to correct it. So then we're saying no. So I've just gone on to Coffee's thingy and screenshot his number with like as the contact with that with his name the way it's spelled, so that they can check the number against the number they've got for him. And then they can't say that no more then.
Apart from all of that, yeah, right? Don't forget, right? He's still not shown me his texts to Vimto from the 28th of July at 10 p.m.
He ain't gonna, because they're exactly...
Why has he got other people to defend him? Right? Why?
Is that, you know, when, Rose, you've just looked at that screenshot. Is that Coffee Cup's number with that thing?
Yeah, it is, yeah. And I've got him done as his real name, TikTok. As I said, I change everybody's name. Don't ask me to show you what I called fucking Vimto. Whatever you do, please. Nobody in the chat ask me what I call Vimto.
Go on then. What did you call me?
I ain't telling you.
You.
And it ain't fucking Ken and Barbie either. Right?
It's probably fucking Annabelle or something, or fucking disease too. Or fucking...
You know me so well.
No.
It's Anadole.
Something. I have no fucking doubt.
But there you go, yeah, see, she knows me so well, innit? Anadole.
Okay.
Hi, Eric. So?
Oh, and I need to tell you something as well. Maybe I should have really said it earlier on, but for as much as, like, you've fell out with Ange and stuff, let me just tell you something, whether you like this or not. She is the only person that has 100% had your back right the way through me. And I ain't just saying that. I've got no reason to fucking defend Ange in any shape, way or form. But she's never given any information on you. She's never fucking said anything horrible about you. She has never slagged you off to me.
Or Diane.
I've got no Diane either. But I'd like, just sounds that you know, like, them are the people that have had you back.
Yeah,
like,
but the two old women, so the two real old women didn't say anything bad about me, but the other two old women did.
Yeah, but like you've said, like, stuff about Ange, if I was you, I might refrain from doing that a bit, because, you know, she has had your back 100%.
I haven't really said anything about Ange apart from the fact that she doesn't like Coffee Cup because she thinks he's a creep.
No, I know that, but like, I'm just saying, before you think it, because like, she, what I'm saying to you is, she is a proper mate to you.
Like
definitely.
Like Justice and Jem, I've never said anything bad about her.
Well, I don't know either of them two, but I do know Ange, so look, I'm just being straight with you. Ange is thinking, and if you've got half a brain, you'll fucking make it up with her.
And I'm starting to wonder if it was them two that were fucking keeping it going with me and annoying me.
Oh?
The two old ladies.
No. Yeah. Well, probably. Because, I mean, there was definitely fucking messaging me and keeping it up, weren't they? You've seen it?
Mm-hmm. And I've just sent the message that he sent to me around about that time on the 28th. Yeah? Telling me I'm a baby. Let me see if I can bring that up. Yeah, that one there, right? And is it that one? I think. Yeah, that one. Right. I just told you to do it. There it is there, Monday the 28th.
You're out of control. You act like a baby when you're trying to help you. I had information about Claire, but you aren't listening, so I'll fuck this boy. He was lying to you then as well. He didn't have anything, he just wanted you to listen. And then because he wouldn't listen, he found the place.
So if you put this message here with the ones that Vimto provided later on in that day, they match up perfectly. So you see, liar. Absolute liar. How long have I been on here now? Hold on.
Well, I don't know. As soon as thingy, I come straight in. I got told that you asked for me to come in live, and I come straight in.
Yeah, who grassed me up?
No, but
Hi, Jordan. What?
nobody grassed you. There's nothing to grass. It just Mark come in and said, like, Stell's asking for you to get in the live.
Oh, I did send you a text message though. Mark,
Oh, yeah.
keep it in my lives, you. Or next time it will be spandex.
He won't. He's okay. He's like, yeah.
Did you did you show him the picture of the threesome?
I don't think I've seen the picture of it.
Oh, have you not? Oh shit! I did. I sent it to you.
I ain't needed to fucking find. Oh, hang on. Did you? I don't know. I can't remember. No, but I showed him. If I've seen it, I ain't.
The guy in his lap and the one standing behind him.
Oh yeah, the rugby thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Got a little bit too much hair, to be fair. Anyway, he's too busy to be able to look at stuff like that. He's too busy being a racist, ain't he? You know.
Well, he does have some racist posts up, you must admit.
No, he's out there now, doing it. He's in the streets right now,
He's what?
doing it. He's in the street, being it right now. Right this second, he's outside just being it. He's got a pair of Doc Martens on.
How is he getting in my life?
Who?
Mark. Has he got a dodgy account? Has he got a dodgy account now?
We've all got a backup account.
Going to film.
No, I can't say that. I'll have to message it to him.
I'll have to seek you out. But yeah.
Yeah, he's
Go on.
too busy being a racist and a pred and everything else, ain't he, to be able to look at these little posts. Got more important things to do.
I heard him the other day, actually. He was laughing at one of my posts. Do you not think I didn't hear that?
No, couldn't have been Mark, 'cause he was, like I say, he was out doing all the things that he's been accused of. All at the same time as well, to be fair.
No,
He was
in the
doing
back.
them all at the same time.
Yeah, he was in the background laughing. I heard him. Vicky.
I got a phone call.
That's not right.
So, are the boys coming in?
I know.
Well,
I want to speak to this Durham mate.
Oh. Have you sent Vicky the messages?
yeah, I'm going to send it afterwards. Yeah, because I'm stuck on here.
Because I wanted to see them for myself.
Yeah. But I think I've gave them enough time to bring his 28th of July 10 p.m. messages. He sent me nothing.
It's all right. He's going to be in for a fucking shock because everything's going to come out about everybody. He said stuff about, because as you asked me to send you, you know, where I scrolled up and did a screen recording of like his messages. I'm going to send you that as well. So you'll see everything. There'll be nothing missing.
Nothing left uncovered.
No. And the same with Durham. I've done that. I've done this as well. So you'll get both of them after this.
You might not know one minute in the morning. You might not get woken up 3 in the morning.
I'm annoyed, yeah? I'm annoyed that although I knew something happened before, right? And that's why I'm not going off at Justice, because Justice doesn't know about what happened in the past, yeah? Right? But me and him have had words about this very subject in the past, a few weeks ago, right? And he denied it then, and I believed him. And then this morning, when I asked him outright, right to his face on the phone, did you do that? And he said, no. And coffee cup and Durham scoffs. And I I'd done the text. And do you know, me and Angie used to do that. She used to tell me, he's freaking me out.
Yeah.
Change the subject or something, or, you know. Ange would send me texts like that behind the scenes while I was on the phone with him, while we were all on the phone.
I ain't surprised. Do you know what I mean? She ain't like it. She was creeped out by you. But like I said, I ain't prepared to fucking talk on Ange, because I genuinely think that she wouldn't be saying things about me, and she ain't said anything about you either. That is for definite.
And I've never told Ange this, yeah, because I thought it might hurt her feelings or something, yeah, but I'm going to spill the beans on this one, yeah. He once said to me, which I felt very, and they know I don't like this racism business, and I Dave, take it to heart, yeah, and it does make me sick, right? He said to me once, yeah, oh, I've never had a black girl. And I was just like, did you really just fucking say that?
What the hell?
That's fucking rubbish.
Yeah, I mean, you don't fucking say that. You don't even think that. But he did. And I battled with myself for about a day or two, thinking, should I have a test? No, I thought, I'm not telling Ange that, because that's just terrible.
Wow.
But you know, to be fair, like, honestly, I ain't got no reason to lie to you or fucking anything, and I've been honest with you since this morning. But yeah, you know, like, Ange has definitely done like more than a due diligence as a friend to you.
Oh, don't get me wrong. If I thought she was going to get romantically involved with him, I would have told her then.
No, what I'm saying, like, when Ange fell out, like, of whatever it is, it must be sorted outable, because, like, you know, she's had your back 100%. Do you know what I mean? More than everybody else.
Well, like I said, it turns out that it's fucking Coffee Cup that's been stirring the shit.
Well, yeah. I could send you all my messages from with Ange and that, and there's nothing in there that's like remotely.
No, I believe that.
What I don't get is why Durham would try to say stuff about me.
He was trying to get you away from me, to alienate me from the group, well, to get you off me, so that I didn't have a group of people around me. That's what he was trying to do.
He wanted to stop you.
But why bring Loz into it? That's what I don't understand.
Because he knew it was the one thing that'd get you, to get your attention and to make you think, to stop and think about it. Do you know what I mean?
Well, to be honest with you, I think I can speak for Vicky on this. It wouldn't have made any difference to Vicky. In fact, she would probably done it more.
I would have done, just to wind Loz up. The thing is, though, I found a lot of stuff out about Loz because I did a Clare's Law, and I'll stand up and hold my hands up. I did do a Clare's Law, and I found out a few more bits than what I didn't know.
Yeah, but remember that it was only accusations from that you-know-who, right? None of it was actually proved, though, was it?
Oh, no, it were only accusations.
Yeah. We have to be fair about it, Vicky, you know? And sometimes you can say, well, I believe that bit, but I don't believe that bit, and I don't believe that bit, and I believe that bit, you know?
Yeah, no. But the thing is, I will never, ever...
Get in there. So, how are we going to get Coffee Cup and Durham in here?
It don't look like they've got the balls to come in.
The thing is, like I've told you, Stel, I would never, ever, ever slate Loz.
Yeah.
It's been a brilliant stepdad to these kids.
He's just been a rotten partner.
Well, it was a brilliant partner till Callie.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but he's still fucking, yeah. You know what happened? He's been a very naughty over that.
Yeah, she was a naughty one, so was frigging Tommy.
Yeah. But he had his chance to sort it out, which he still has in a way, I believe anyway.
No, I think he's talking to somebody else down there.
You think so?
Yeah. It was here at weekend. He came up to see Amber, and he took her out and stuff. As you can tell, because I was pissed on Saturday night, if you remember.
Yeah.
No, because I mean, this is thing, you know, we need to either get them in here or fucking, I don't know.
Let me check. Let me check and see if there's any movement.
Well, thanks for telling me anyway, Vimto.
Like I say, I could have dragged it out and dragged all of that through the mud, couldn't I? But I
Yeah.
didn't.
Well, it's got the 2 ticks on it, yeah, but he's not looked at them.
Well, I've just shared your live to Durham and to Coffee.
Yeah, I showed it earlier. And yeah, the 2 of the snivelling little shits. The thing
Why don't somebody ring them in the group? Why don't one of your groups ring them and ask them to get
Yeah.
in here?
hold on.
Because that's the fair thing to do, are you? They ain't gonna come because they're bullshitting and they have slagged you all off. And I've got it in messages, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know how I think I'd doctor a TikTok message, I really don't. But they obviously think that I've got, but I ain't. I've even left the bits in where I've slagged you all off myself because I don't care.
Yeah. Well, I was just trying to share it to them, but it looks like they've took me off.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, if that's the case, do you know what I mean? It just shows you exactly what, do you know what I mean? How much more proof do you want than that?
Yeah, I'm not. It's took me off.
If MD's wondering, right, why I'm not too bothered about Durham, it's because this is the type of behaviour I expect from Durham. Nothing surprises me with him, right? Nothing. Right? But Coffee Cup has stood there and lied to me twice, and I'm not fucking having that.
Like I mean, I ain't fucking here to
Mister.
fucking stick up
Yeah.
with anybody.
But like Vimto said, she's had the balls to come and tell you. They're not having the balls to come in and talk.
The
Mr.
thing is, you guys miss the point, right? To every opportunity, Jodie, she's big enough to fucking say it all the while. Oh, get in here. Oh, I'll say it to your face. I'll come in, and then you're all like, what you doing in here? Well, you've just fucking 10 minutes ago been saying nobody comes into face. I'm here now. You ain't coming in the box. Well, fuck off then
No,
and
no
stop saying.
slagging Jodie or Gemma. No.
I ain't slagging them. I'm using it as an example.
I was just going to say, where were Gemma and Jordan?
You know, because it's like, it's Jodie that says it, and like, come in and face it, and you know, come in and talk to us. And then when I come in, it's like, what the fuck do you want? It ain't like I don't come in the live all the time. I bet everybody's sick of hearing still saying, "Oh, Vimto, what you doing in here again?"
It does say that a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, but what it shows you all is, I genuinely don't care. Like, there can be 5 of you, right? And I'll come in on my own, and I'll get in the box and I'll fucking argue with all 5 of you because I don't care. Do you know what I mean? Like, but them two, they can't even come. If they come here, I'll drop out the box so you can sit in the comments until they've gone, so they can talk to you on their own without me interrupting. There you go.
There you go, Coffee Cup. Come in, Coffee Cup, and Vimto will drop. There you go.
And I'll sit in the comments so we can talk to you. And then I'll come back up and prove him to be an arsehole again.
I want him to show me the messages on his phone for the 28th of fucking July, 2200 hours between you and Vimto. And I bet you there isn't.
Come on, Coffee, I'll drop. You can talk to Stella on your own. Vicky, can't you ring him and ask him to come in?
I ain't got them, no. I'm not on them anymore.
Oh, no, okay.
No, I've just asked somebody to ring them. Hold on, let me check.
What's happening?
Well, the little right. So he's using the excuse that he can't come up because he's got a case against Queen.
What Queen in here?
What's that got to do with Vimto?
Queen in here, so we can come in. And I'll drop out the box if he's that much of a coward. Or I'll mute, whichever he wants. Because I want him to come and shower. What a liar I am.
He's not going to come in. He's a little shit. So just let me. Yeah, so I think I'm going to end it now. I was making sandwiches before, right? It's been about 2 hours nearly, right? And he's had his chance now for 2 hours. All he had to do was send me a copy of his screen recordings of that date. Yeah. Or come in here and say she's a liar. And how? And he does neither. So I would say that's pretty much that he is he's the liar.
And just so we're clear, I've proved to Stell again that even though the spelling's wrong on Coffee Cup, I've took a picture of Coffee's profile with his phone number, so that it's his number. All right, the spelling of the name is different, but it's his phone number, his profile with his face. That he's now denying that's him.
Yeah, but I've just said though I've got him doing something completely different.
That's what I'm saying.
With the same phone number.
It's his phone. You can say on that, it's his phone number, his face, his profile, and that's where their messages have come from. So he can't turn around and say it's not him, can he? And even if it was Ross, how would you get somebody to do it from the 28th at 10 o'clock? Do you know what I mean? It could have only been him. If I'd done that a week ago, I couldn't send a message and make it say the 28th, could I?
No.
You know what I mean? Because these messages are weeks and weeks old. They're not recent.
He's a snivelling little shit, and he's shit himself now, and that's why he won't come and face his accuser. I fucking knew something was wrong this morning. I knew it.
Coffee Cup. Come on, here, boy. Come on, you shitbag.
I knew he fucking lied to me. Acting like my friend.
even tonight, he sat there and carried on lying. You know what? That's the worst of it. Do you know what I mean? He's sat here and he's carried on lying. He's tried to say that I've changed his number because the name's spelt wrong. He's tried to say that I've done something with the messages when you can clearly see they're from that date and they're all in order. There's nothing missing. There's no saying, because when you delete a message, don't forget it says deleted message or whatever it says. It should show if I'd deleted anything, but the full conversations are there.
I might do a live one night and teach people how to use WhatsApp, because even if you delete the message on the screen, I know where to get it back. But you can't get pictures back. If they delete the pictures, you can't get them back. But sentences you can get back easy.
You'll have to tell me that then.
How do you think the police get it? The fucking phone stores it in the back door.
Well, let's put it like this: there's no lies coming from it. And when you see, in a minute, like once you've ended the live, I'm gonna send you the video of me scrolling down the messages, so you'll see everything that's been said about everybody.
Oh, I've got no fucking doubt about it.
And then what's he gonna do?
Here's another
Coffee's
little
gonna have to see and shit his fucking pants. Me, I don't fucking care. I don't care, but if it shows what I've said. Coffee, on the other hand, he's going to have real problems.
So, if anybody's wondering why she brought it to me today, is because we both got fucking bitten by the same viper.
Durham was lying about me and the Queen yesterday, so I told the truth about him today. Because Durham, let me tell you this: do not ever, ever try to get me with a lie when I can ruin you with the truth.
Can I tell you about the Durham thing, though? You're barking up the wrong tree with the kidnap.
I don't care. He's literally, I don't care.
I'm just saying
We know what we know. I mean, I know and I understand, do you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, we know what we know what we've got and where it's come from, and that, like, you ain't got it. You don't know, like, where it's come from and what was said and how it come about that was said.
Oh, so, yeah, but I know what actually happened, yeah, and I know the rumours that have been flying around. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I actually know what happened. And he didn't dare. He was trying to help somebody, and because she was covered in blood, they immediately arrested the man. You know what that one's like, so be honest.
But it's his own fault, because, like, at the end of the day, like, we wouldn't have to say what we've been sent and what we've seen and stuff if he weren't coming on here and telling fucking lies about us. Do you know what I mean?
That's
like
true.
I said.
That's true, but hey, at the end of the day, it's not as bad as what it looks like.
You know earlier when you said Durham said he's got my address. Well, Durham, if you've got my address, put it out. I'll give you permission. Put it out. There you go.
You mean one of them addresses he sent me isn't one of them isn't yours?
No.
But yeah, so with the Durham thing, Durham's just a big dope. You know, you can't trust him to keep his mouth shut or anything.
Do you know what? He ain't the kind of person you want in your friend group, if you're honest, because look at him. He's just, do you know what I mean? He's prepared to drop everybody in the shit and tell lies and do whatever he needs to be able to think, hey, well, unfortunately for him, you know, he'd sent me all them things, stuff about you, stuff about Vicky, stuff about Jem, stuff about everybody. So, you know.
Since you're feeling in a truthful mood, yeah?
Can't believe he brought me into crap.
No.
What?
I said I can't believe he brought me into crap.
Well,
So, Vimto, since you're in a truthful mood, yeah,
There it goes.
who was driving the car that came into my street?
I've got no idea. I don't even know what car you're on about.
The video of the car that came into my street and up to my house.
You said it was Jodie.
And that wasn't Jodie.
When you said, and they'd done that video of him driving up your street, that was Jodie.
No, Jodie was in that live and said, I want a copy of it, and she was the one that fucking put it out there. She you know...
You was convinced at that time it was Jodie, and bear in mind, we were still talking to you and friends with you then.
Yeah, but
You know what I mean?
Jodie doesn't drive. It wasn't Jodie. I'll tell you exactly who it was. It was Adam.
I don't know. I know you said it was she said, oh yeah, because she said she was going to have your door off, and then that video went up, and that's
Yeah.
what you thought was Jodie to start with.
Yeah. Maybe on that
No,
day
no.
that it happened, maybe, yeah. Because she put it up. But it wasn't Jodie. Jodie doesn't even drive either.
I'm not saying it was Jodie. What I'm saying is, you thought it was Jodie because she'd said about having your door off, and you were like, that video went up, and you was like, who the fucking hell's been da 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 da, and going mad about it.
Yeah, but it was only a temporary thing. I know it was Adam.
What I'm saying to you is, I don't know who it is. I don't know who was driving the car, who was up your street. What I do know is that, you know what I mean, you thought it was Jodie. The last thing I heard was you thought it was Jodie. So, but I've got no idea who it was.
Right, well, it wasn't Jodie. It was Adam.
Well, whoever it was, you know, whatever. But what I can tell you, I don't know. I don't know who it was that drove up your street.
And he's another sneaky little rat. Sitting in the background. Oh, Stell, they're going to say bad things about me if I don't do this and I don't do that. And it turns out that he's sitting there fucking laughing with them. Listen, I know all about it.
Yeah, but like I said to you earlier, I ain't gonna say I think like you got to take it for what it is. You know, you've got a camp full of fucking shitbags and snakes in yours, over in your toes, because the truth of it is they were all coming and saying stuff. Not one of us out of our friend group have done anything like that. No, me, Shell, Paul, Penny, none of us have gone and fucking slagged the others off.
No, not each other, no.
We slagged everybody else off, maybe, but we ain't slagged each other off.
But yeah.
You know, where is your friend group? Adam's doing it, fucking Durham's doing it, Coffee's doing it.
And have you noticed it's all the men that are the snakes?
Yep.
And they call the women the gossips.
You call the women the gossips as well.
Listen, well, I know you all like to gossip, yeah, but in this, the nastiness is all the men. Snakes.
They are bigger bitches than we are.
And you know how to catch a snake, didn't you?
No.
Well, you're not allowed to say on here.
Well, don't say it then. I'm just telling you, like, them in your group, you've got a lot to keep your eye on over there. And, you know, like, as you've seen, I mean, I know you ain't sent the messages out to anybody else yet, but, like, when Vicky sees them, I know she knows what's been said, but, like, she'll be shocked when she sees them. Do you know what I mean? And everybody else will. And when I send you that screen recording, well...
I can't wait to see these messages, mate. I'm not being funny. When I come into lives, I don't even say no, hardly.
Oh, guess what? Somebody reported the live for H speech.
All right.
find that surprising.
Are you coming back on to live, or are you
Yeah.
going off?
I'm going to go off for a little while, and then I'll come back on later.
Well, send me a thing in if I'm
Okay.
called or
Yeah, okay.
but like, yeah, if there's anything that you want me to clear up with Durham and coffee and that, like, just give me a message and I'll get back.
Yeah, don't forget to send me the videos.
Oh well, I'm gonna do it now, and make sure you send Vicky them messages.
Send me them messages.
Yeah, I will do.
All right, message when you come back on. Let us know.
Okay.
All right, see you later.
Bye.
Bye.